Morning, Vandana. This is the continuation class for previous class. Okay. We are doing the problem that will be related to the short circuit fault currents in the synchronous generators. Okay. And then we are explaining, and then I am explaining the percentage reactance derivation. Okay. First, coming to the problem. Okay. That is, this is already explained in the previous class. Okay. This is the single line diagram for the power system. Okay, three-phase belted fault occurs. Okay, we will find out the fault currents at bus 3, bus 2 and bus 1. Okay, and we are having the some assumptions, that is first bus 1 is the no load and bus 3 having the VI is equal to 1 at an angle of 0 degrees. And this is the generator 1 and this is the generator 2. The generator 1 is connected at bus 1 and the generator 2 is connected at bus 2. And these are the reactance values. Okay, after before going to solve the problem, first we draw the single line diagram for this, reactance diagram for the single line diagram. Okay, this is the reactance diagram for the given single line diagram. Okay, this is the generator 1. The generator 1 is connected to the bus 1. Okay, the generator equivalence reactance diagram is that will be represented as the reactance only. And this is the element. The element is there in between the bus 1 to bus 2. Okay, that element is represented as the straight line. And bus 2 to bus 3, we are having the another element. And the generator 3, okay, that is connected to the bus 2. Okay, the generator 2 that is connected to the bus 2 and its reactance is J0.12 and its reactance is J0.12. Okay, this is the element 1 and this is the element 2. Okay, this is the reactance diagram for the given single line diagram. Okay, by using this reactance diagram, first of all, we form the Z-bus matrix. Okay, in the previous problem, we already give the Z-bus matrix. Okay, by using the Z-bus matrix, okay, we will identify the fault currents at each and every buses. Okay, but in this problem, there is no Z-bus matrix. Okay, by using this single line diagram, we form the Z-bus matrix. After forming the Z-bus matrix, okay, we will calculate the fault currents. Okay, this is the by using the Z-bus building algorithm, we will calculate the Z-bus. Okay, first step 1. Okay, what is the step 1? First taking the reference. Okay, first type 1. Okay, what is the type 1? Why it is considered as the type 1? Okay, the element is added. The element is added in between the reference to new node. Okay, the ground is indicated as the reference. Okay, therefore the element is added in between ground to reference. Sorry, ground to new node. Okay, then it is considered as the type 1 modification. Okay, type 1 modification means what is the formation of the Z-bus matrix. Okay, therefore Z-bus is equal to, okay, Z-bus volt 0, 0 and ZBR. Okay, there is no Z-bus volt matrix. Okay, then that is 0, 0, 0 and ZBR is this value. Okay, the ZBR is equal to 0.008. Okay, therefore in the type 1 matrix, okay, the Z-bus formation is, Z-bus formula is, Z-bus is equal to, okay, this is the Z-bus volt. Okay, there is no Z-bus volt matrix. Z-bus volt 0, 0 and ZBR are the ZS. Okay, and ZBR are the ZS. Okay, there is no Z-bus volt, then it is considered as the 0. This is 0, this is 0. And ZBR is J0.08. Okay, this is the J0.08. And this is the 1, 1. Okay, this is the 1, 1. Okay, this is the step 1. Okay, after calculating the Z-bus for step 1, okay, next we are adding the element between old bus to new bus. Okay, in between old bus to new bus. Okay, what is the formula for old bus to new bus? Okay, old bus to new bus means it is a type 2 modification. Okay, what is the type 2 modification formula? Okay, in the type 2 modification, okay, how we will form the Z bus matrix? Okay, that is, therefore, Z bus is equal to, therefore, in type 2 modification, Z bus is equal to Z bus old. Okay, this is the Z bus old. And this is the last row, last column. Okay, what is the Z bus old matrix? That is 0.08. And last row, last column is J 0.08, J 0.08. And this is the ZBR or ZBS. ZS. Okay, next coming to the step 3. Okay, this is the generator. Okay, that will be added in between the old bus to reference. Okay, if the element is added in between old bus to reference, then it is a type 3 modification. Okay, then it is a type 3 modification. Okay, this is the formula for formation of that matrix, that is Z12, Z22, Z11, Z22. So this is also Z12, Z22 and ZJJ plus ZBB. Okay, Z12. Okay, what is the formula for that Z12? That is 0.08. Z22 is J 0.18. Okay, 0.08, J 0.18, 0.08, J 0.18. And ZJJ plus ZBB. ZJJ means Z22. What is the value for Z22? Therefore, Z22 is equal to 0. Okay, Z 0.18 plus what is the ZBR or ZS? 0.12. Okay, 0.18 plus J 0.12. Okay, this is the J 0.12. Okay, then we obtain that is 0.3. J 0.3. Okay, this is the ZJJ plus ZBB. Next, coming to the step 4. Next, coming to the okay, in the step 3, this is the link. Okay, then we are using the formula for ZII. ZII is equal to Z bus old minus 1 by ZJJ plus ZB into Zn column and Zn row. Okay, what is the Z bus old matrix? Okay, this is the Z bus old matrix. After calculating this matrix, then we form the link. Okay, addition of element in between the link. Okay, we are using this formula. Okay, that is Z bus old minus 1 by ZJJ plus ZB is equal to this value. Okay, that is 0.3 J. 0.3 J into Zn row column J 0.03, J 0.18, row is 0.08, J 0.018. Okay. Then simplify this equation. Okay, and then we obtain the Z bus new matrix. Why? Because we are using this formula means, okay, this is the type 3 modification. Okay, then it will be considered as the link. Okay, then it will be considered as the link. Okay, for that reason, we are using this formula. Okay, this method is known as the Cons reduction method. Okay, this is the final Z bus matrix after completing the step 3. Okay, next coming to the step 4. Okay, next coming to the step 4. Okay, the element is added in between old bus to new bus. Okay, what is the old bus? 2. And what is the new bus? 3. Okay, what is the old bus? That is 2. And what is the new bus? That is 3. Okay, therefore, if the element is added in between old bus to new bus, then it is considered as the type 2 modification. Okay, understand? Then it is considered as type 2 modification. Okay, what is the formula for formation of type 2 modification matrix? Okay, this is the type 2 modification. Okay, what is the formula? Okay, this is Z bus volt, okay, row and column, and ZJJ plus ZBR, Okay, what is the ZJJ? J 0.07 plus, okay, which element we are adding? J 0.1, okay, J 0.072 plus J 0.1, okay, then we obtain J 0.172. Okay, this is the Z bus matrix after completing the step 4 or after adding all the elements in the network. Okay, this is the final Z bus matrix. Okay, in the previous problem, this Z matrix is given, then we easily calculate the fault currents at various buses. But in this present problem, there is no Z bus matrix. Okay, that's why we are forming the Z bus matrix by using the step-by-step building algorithm procedure. Okay, this type of problems, okay, we already done in the unit 3. Okay, it is very important problems for the formation of the Z bus matrix. Okay, that already solved in the third unit. Okay, for the same procedure, okay, we form the Z bus matrix. Okay, after forming the Z bus matrix, okay, we calculate the fault currents. Okay, after forming the Z bus matrix, okay, we are calculating the fault currents. Okay, this is the final Z bus matrix. Okay, next, first we calculate the bus voltage. Okay, fault current at bus 3. Okay, fault current at bus 3. Okay, what is the formula? IF3. Okay, therefore, IF3 is equal to V by Z33. V by Z33. Okay, therefore, V is the 1 at an angle of 0 degrees. Okay, that will be mentioned in the question. And substitute Z33 value. Okay, what is the Z33 value? This is, okay, this is 1, 2, and 3. Similarly, this is also 1, 2, 3. Okay, it is Z11 and Z12 and Z13. And this is Z21, Z22 and Z23. And this is Z31, Z32, and this is Z33. Okay. Then we substitute. What is the Z33 value? J 0.172. Okay, this is the fault current at bus 3. Okay, next we calculate the fault current at bus 2. Okay, we calculate the fault current at bus 2. Okay, that is IF2. Okay, therefore IF2 is equal to V by Z22. Okay, V is 1 and Z22 value is J 0.072. Z22 is J 0.072. Okay, that is the fault current at bus 2. Okay, next, fault current at bus 1. Okay, therefore IF1. Okay, therefore IF1 is equal to V by Z11. V by Z11. Okay, V is 1 and Z11 is J 0.587. Okay, this is the formula for fault currents at various buses. Okay, we are having the 3 buses. Okay, then we calculate the fault currents at each and every bus, okay, by using these formulas. Okay, after forming the Z bus matrix, okay, we easily calculate the fault currents at various buses. Okay, understand, ma? This is the formation of the Z bus matrix by using the Z bus building algorithm. Okay, we already well known about, okay, this type of problems, okay, that already discussed in the unit 3. Okay, after completing the formation of this Z bus matrix, okay, by using these formulas, we calculate the fault currents at any buses. Okay, next, coming to the next derivation, okay, that is percentage reactance. Okay, what is the formula for finding the percentage reactance? Okay, what is the formula for finding the percentage reactance? Okay, it is defined as the percentage of total phase voltage drops in the circuit. Okay, when the full load current is flowing through, it is denoted by the percentage X. Okay, when the full load currents are flowing, okay, then we calculate what is the voltage percentage of voltage drop. Okay, that will be obtained in the circuit. Okay, it is known as the percentage reactance. Okay, it is known as percentage reactance. Okay, it is denoted by percentage X. Okay, it is denoted by percentage X. Okay, therefore percentage X is equal to, okay, therefore percentage X is equal to Ix by V into 100. Okay, Ix by V into 100. I is the current flowing through that circuit and X is the reactance and V is the voltage. And I is the full load current, V is the phase voltage and X is the reactance. Okay, this is the percentage reactance formula. Okay, the percentage reactance is defined as the percentage of total phase voltages in the circuit. The percentage of total phase voltage drops in the circuit when full load current is flowing through it, when the full load current is flowing through it. Okay, it is denoted by percentage X. Therefore percentage X is equal to Ix by V into 100. Okay, where I is the full load current and V is the phase voltage and X is the reactance. V is the phase voltage and X is the reactance. Okay, this is the formula for percentage reactance. Next, what is the formula for short circuit currents? Next, what is the formula for short circuit currents? Okay, it is a current which flows in the network during the short circuit current conditions. Okay, it is a current. Okay, it is a current which flows in the network during the short circuit currents. Okay, during the short circuit currents, which amount of current is flowing through the circuit? Okay, that will be denoted by the short circuit currents. Okay, it is denoted as ISC. Okay, when the short circuits are obtained, how much amount of current is flowing through the circuit? Okay, that will be calculated by using this formula. Okay, that will be calculated by using this formula. Okay, therefore short circuit current ISC. Okay, therefore the short circuit current ISC is equal to V by X. Okay, where V is the applied voltage and X is the reactance and X is the reactance. Okay, consider this is the equation number 2. Consider this is the equation number 2. Okay, from the previous slide, okay, what is the formula for percentage X? That is the equation number 1. Okay, Ix by V into 100. Okay, the percentage reactance that is percentage X is equal to Ix by V into 100. Okay, percentage X equal to Ix by V into 100. Okay, from this equation, okay, X is equal to, okay, from this equation, we write down the formula for X value. Okay, what is that X? X is equal to percentage X V by I. Okay, by using this equation, percentage X equation, we can write the percentage X value, that is the X is the reactance. Okay, we write down the formula for X. Okay, therefore X is equal to percentage X into V by I into 100. Okay, percentage X and X is the reactance and V is the phase voltage and I is the full load current. Okay, what is the formula for short circuit current? That is ISC. Okay, ISC is equal to V by X. Okay, where X is equal to percentage X V by I into 100. Okay, substitute this X value in equation number 2. Okay, substitute this x value in equation number 2. Okay, then it is denoted as V by percentage x V by I into 100. Okay, then it will be written as V into I into 100 by percentage x into V. Okay, in this V gets cancelled. Okay, then we obtain ISC is equal to I by percentage x into 100. Okay, ISC is equal to I by percentage x into 100, where I is the current, okay, that will be flowing through the circuit, and ISC is the short circuit currents. When the short circuits are obtained in the circuit, then how much amount of current that will be flowing through the circuit, that will be calculated by using this formula. Okay, therefore ISC is equal to I by percentage x into 100. Therefore ISC, that is the short circuit current. Okay, ISC current is equal to I into 100 by percentage x, where I is the current that will be applied to the network or the circuit, and percentage x is the percentage reactance. Okay, that is the formula for short circuit current and also the percentage reactance. Okay, this is the percentage reactance formula, and that is the short circuit current formula. So, okay, by using this formula, we can calculate the how much amount of short circuit currents and what is the percentage reactance for this network, for any network. Okay, by using these formulas, we will easily calculate it. Okay, that is the derivation for the percentage reactance and the short circuit currents. Okay, in the case of any network. And the percentage reactance in terms of MVA. Okay, this is already well known formula. Okay, this formula will be obtained in the first unit. Okay, we are using this type of formula. Okay, where that will be calculated for the percentage reactance. Okay, in the first unit, we are using this type of formula. Okay, what is the percentage reactance formula? That is percentage x is equal to x volt into MVA nu by MVA volt into KVA volt by KVA nu whole square. Okay, understand ma? Okay, this is already used in the first unit. Okay, if x is in ohms, okay, suppose the reactance value is in the ohms. Okay, this is the reactance value is there in the per unit systems. Okay, then we calculated like this. X value is in the ohms, then we are using the percentage x is equal to x actual into MVA by KVA square. Okay, x actual value into MVA by KVA square. Okay, these are the two different types of formulas, okay, that will be calculated for the percentage reactance. Okay, after calculating the percentage reactance, okay, we easily calculate the short circuit currents. Okay, next we write down the formula for short circuit MVA. Okay, we are writing the formula for short circuit MVA. Okay, it is defined as the product of normal system and the short circuit currents. Okay, MVA means short circuit, MVA means V means voltage and A is the current. Okay, therefore MVA is the three-phase system, then we are representing as 3V into ISC. Okay, 3V into ISC. Okay, therefore where V is the applied voltage or supplied voltage and ISC is the short circuit current. Okay, what is the formula for short circuit current? ISC is equal to I by percentage x into 100. Okay, then substitute this ISC current in this formula. Therefore, 3V into I by percentage x into 100. Okay, 3V into I by percentage x into 100. Okay, where V is the applied voltage and I is the current flowing through the circuit, and x percentage x is the percentage reactance. Okay, Okay, percentage reactance. Okay, similarly, we can write as short circuit MVA is equal to base MVA into 100 by percentage X. Percentage X. Okay, these are the two formulas. Okay, that will be remembered for calculating the short circuit MVA current. Okay, therefore, short circuit MVA is equal to base MVA into 100 by percentage X. How we will take in as base MVA, okay, that I already discussed in the first unit, okay, and short circuit KVA, okay, this is the formula for calculating the short circuit KVA is equal to base KVA into 100 by percentage X, okay, is equal to base KVA into 100 by percentage X. Okay, these are the various formulas for calculating the short circuit currents at any circuits are the networks. Okay, this is the percentage reactance formula. Therefore, percentage reactance is equal to Ix by V into 100, where I is the full load current, I and V is the phase voltage, and X is the reactance. Okay, and then short circuit current ISC. Okay, ISC is equal to I into 100 by percentage X, where I is the supply current and percentage reactance into 100. Okay, this is the formula for short circuit current, and this is the formula for percentage reactance, that is percentage X is equal to X volt into MVA new by MVA volt into kV volt by kV new whole square. Okay, this is the formula for when the reactance value is considered in the per unit values. And if the reactance value is considered in the ohm, okay, we are using this type of formula, that is percentage X equal to X actual into MVA by kV square. Okay, next short circuit MVA. Okay, this is the short circuit MVA formula, 3 into V into I by percentage X into 100. Similarly, this is the short circuit MVA formula, that is base MVA into 100 by percentage X. And short circuit KVA is the base KVA into 100 by percentage X. Base KVA into 100 by percentage X. Okay, these are the formulas, okay, that will be used for calculating the short circuit currents. Okay, these are the short circuit, these are the fault currents, okay. Calculation methods are the fault current problems. Okay, this is the IF3 and IF2 and IF1. Okay, these are the fault currents, and this is the formulas for calculating the short circuit currents. Okay, understand, ma? Okay, remember those formulas, that is percentage reactance formula and short circuit current and percentage reactance. How we will calculate the percentage reactance in ohm, in per unit values. X will be in per unit values, and the percentage reactance if the X is in the ohms. And this is the short circuit MVA, and this is the short circuit KVA formula. Okay, we remember those formulas, and then in the next class we are solving the problems that will be related to the short circuit currents and percentage reactance and short circuit MVA and short circuit KVA. Okay, we continue in the next class.